There is a strong evolution of color, passing from the first Impressionist to the Post-Impressionist. They are a totally different bunch of artists, and they have totally different postulates with art. I mean, Monet, in his first period, after he painted huge figures, painted mainly landscapes. He used the color to express the singing of a landscape. Whereas Gauguin rebuilds totally a landscape. No landscape showed by Gauguin, in fact, exists. And no landscape painted by Sérusier really exists in normal life. They do not show the post-impressionists, especially Sérusier, Gauguin, and in another way the neo-impressionists like Seurat, Signac, and Cros create sort of allegories painted, and you don't know things about the landscape when you look at the landscape by Gauguin, whereas the landscapes by Monet are extremely exact. All this happens in 30 years, and sometimes there are several currents that happened and flourish exactly in the same time. And of course, the whole story seems to finish, but it's in the 90s too, in the mid-90s, when Bonnard, Vuillard, and Maurice Denis do their main composition. It looks like a more domesticated use of color, and certainly the triumph of intellect, because all these young people are intellectuals. They read philosophy, they read poetry, and they understand that what music can do can also be done by painting or by architecture. So at the end, at the turn of the century, there is this feeling, which is understood by everybody, that the sounds, the perfumes, and also the impressions that you have in life coexist together and correspond to each other. And this is the birth of symbolism. There are several works in this exhibition that should be linked directly to symbolism, especially these Maurice Denis and this composition, which is one of the most beautiful in France, by Vuillard, which is for the first time in Madrid, and which will never land again a second time. So you better look at this exhibition and see the paintings, because it's the epitome of masterpiece in French painting of that period.